Joining me live now, Anna Leary. She's the 69th Alice in Dairyland. She brought us some dinner tonight, but this is all revolving around beer and wine right here from Wisconsin.
That's right. When people think about Wisconsin, they probably think about the land of beer and cheese. But
Sure.
of course, we do have 130 wineries across the state as well.
Yep.
So important aspects of our agricultural community.
Absolutely, in those wineries. I mean, you can find so many different fruit wines and things like that. There's just a variety out there.
There really is. And the cool thing is a lot of wineries actually have vineyards that they're also grabbing grapes from. Wisconsin uses cold climate varietals, which are grapes that can withstand our harsh winters.
So they're growing their own.
Exactly, yep. So not only is the wine being made here in the state, but we're also growing those ingredients. And when you purchase those products, you're supporting our farmers, communities, and Wisconsin economy.
All of those local people that we really have to support.
Yes.
Super important.
Yes.
Now, do we grow anything to deal with beer, hops or anything?
Yep,
Okay.
we actually have 90 hops growers within the state of Wisconsin, and they have a pretty cool tradition. We've grown hops since the early 1860s. We were the top hops producer back in 1867 with 6 million pounds of production. Today, production's ramped back to about 200,000 pounds, but our hops are actually shipped across the world for brewers to use.
I mean, when you think, like you said, when you think of Wisconsin, you think beer, cheese, and there are so many different types of beer, craft breweries, I mean, absolutely everywhere.
Yes, there really are. Then there's 250 different varieties of hops for brewers to use. So not only do you have different brewing methods, but then you have the different ingredients that they can add, and it seems like the possibilities are endless.
There's seriously a beer for everyone.
Yes.
What do you think makes Wisconsin beer so special?
Well, I think our German heritage definitely has something to do with it. We've had a lot of practice in the beer industry, but also using those locally grown products that has this local flair that you don't get from other beers from other states.
And I think sometimes you are surprised too when you go to these wineries and things like that, because you don't think of Wisconsin always. And I think when people come here to visit, they don't think wine, but that's absolutely the case.
Yeah, wine actually was a pretty interesting history, or has an interesting history here in the state. Our first vineyards were founded by the same person who later went on to found Napa Valley's first successful vineyard. So Wisconsin was intended to be Napa Valley. Our winters got the best of us, and then cold climate varietals came around and our wine industry took off.
But they are still producing amazing grapes and amazing wines.
Yes, award-winning wines. A lot of wineries enter international competitions and have received awards for their products.
And I can see why. All right, thanks so much for being with us. For more information about the different offerings from the Badger Estate, Anna's also put together some suggested pairings for us. You can see all of that on our website. Just click on this story. Well, coming up, the warm weather.